Hello everyone, I am Gem Star Christina and I am sharing my very favorite Tomatillo salsa recipe with you today, which is super simple. I actually broil my tomatillos. If you don't know what a tomatillo is, they are these green tomatoes that come in these husks here. So they do have to be cleaned very well as dirt does gather inside the husk, and it can really affect the food inside. So I just put them and soak them in some water with a little bit of vinegar in there, which is basically all a vegetable wash is anyways. I put everything in the blender here, so I don't cut anything. That is my very large jalapeno that is still very hot. And I just put everything right here in the blender. Of course, if you don't like hot stuff, feel free not to use these. You can use a poblano pepper, which may be a little lighter for you. I do have 2 serranos here. Of course, I don't want to eat that. And I just put those right in. I have some garlic. I also roasted up. I do not use oil, so everything just goes right in here. And then I just drop it all in here. As you can see, if I squeeze too hard, the liquid will drop out, which is why I put foil down. And I put the foil down so that if any of them explode in the oven and I have liquid left, I could just go ahead and make a little funnel, make sure I get all that goodness right in there. I also use the whole cilantro. I cut off the ends, I make sure it's very clean. You know, you can break the ends off if you want, chop them off. It doesn't matter. I just put the whole bunch in there. So that's a lot. This is about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of tomatillos. I use 4 garlic cloves. If you don't like garlic, you can use less or leave it out completely if you want. If you're not a cilantro fan, I know a lot of people aren't. You can also use parsley or just leave that out as well and have a salsa with no cilantro. You can put a little bit of lime juice in it for flavoring if you want. I just add a little bit of water. I like my stuff really spicy. I leave all the seeds in. If you don't, then you can cut open the peppers, take the seeds out. That'll make it a lot less spicy. I love a little spice in my life, and that's it. So just blend it all up. Put a little water in there if you have to. I did not have to. There was enough liquid in, well, didn't quite get all the cilantro in there, but I just rearrange it a little bit. Stick it in. Fresh, homemade tomatillo salsa that will be ready for my breakfast. I use glass jars. I reuse them. I do not throw them out. If it's the sealable top, sometimes if you put it in hot and stick it right in the fridge, it'll actually reseal itself. So if you don't eat it right away, of course, in my house, salsa does not last. So enjoy. I hope you like my recipe.